Do you know someone that pours milk before the cereal? I know I do. You just can't get through to someone like that. Believe me, I've tried. So if I can't make them pour it the right way, I'll make a bowl that won't let them pour it the wrong way. Got some stuff here, so let's get to it. My plan is to drill holes through these two bowls, and then use a servo to turn one of them. That way I can either line the holes up to drain the milk, or turn it back to seal it. I'll then put this whole thing on a scale, so that if the weight increases, it knows to start draining. And if the weight stays the same, then that means you poured cereal in first and nothing's draining. So it'll close it back up so you can start pouring milk in. But if the weight decreases, that means some dolt put milk in first and it knows to drain it back to the original weight. Now for this idea, I needed a scale. So I borrowed one from a friend. But after I tore the scale apart, I realized I don't really need to know if you poured milk or cereal first, because it won't take long for the milk to drain. So if I just use a push button and the same delay in both scenarios, you won't have to wait long even if you did pour in the cereal first like an actual human being. No harm done.
Where's my scale?
So let's get to it. Now the first thing I gotta do is get rid of this little ridge here, so it'll sit flush inside the other bolt. So I'll take this over to my belt sander. Alright, let's see how it fits. It should be close enough. The next step is to drill the holes, and then we'll see if it seals up. Well, moment of truth. Oh, I thought it worked there for a second. I kind of left you guys after that catastrophic failure. I tried a few things off camera to fix it, but instead I broke the bowl. So we're on to spare bowl number 1 and plan B. Now for plan B, I'm going to 3D print a plate to go in the bottom of the bowl. I think the plate will seal better to the bowl and shouldn't break as easily. Anyways, we'll give it a shot. Now by going to 3D print, I meant I already 3D printed, but thanks to the magic of editing, we're all here now. So let's give this a shot. Alright, moment of truth number 2. It's been 4.5 hours. Let's see if it works now. Somebody hates me. I left you there again, for obvious reasons. I just kept going with it because I figured once I squished everything together with the servo, it would seal back up, and I wasn't entirely wrong. Now when you close it, it leaks slower than when it's open. I think it's slow enough that it might work. I'm not going to bother recording the test because it's been a pain. I'm just going to keep going with it, and we'll get this done. It'll work, trust me. If I seem off, it's because the first screw-up, which to you was probably a minute ago, was over 6 hours ago. So it's getting a little late. I'm getting a little tired. I'm getting a little tired looking at this. But I'm going to push through, and we're going to get this done so that we can stop all those people who pour milk before the cereal, because that's not right. So let me just catch you up with what I did off camera, and then we'll keep working on it. So I put the servo on here. I attached it with a screw to the plate, and then I attached the servo arm to the bowl with a couple of screws. And then I put this little bowl on here, and that's just so that I can put all the electronics underneath it, and all the milk will run around outside of it. It's like a little shield, that's all it does. I've programmed a little push button to turn the servo, so I'll try that out. Alright, I got it all hooked up here. So that would be closed there, and then that would be open, but I haven't actually lined it up in the program. That'll come later. You can hear it's kind of dragging. That's because I'm pulling the bowl right onto the plate. It's not necessarily a good thing. Obviously, it doesn't like it. But just like I'm powering through it, so will it. So let's keep going. So the next thing I'm going to do is hot glue the servo onto the Arduino. Now I'm using a shield here, both so I don't have to hot glue right onto my Arduino, and also so that it gives it that added height, so that all the weight is on the push button later rather than the ridge of this bowl. And then I'm going to hot glue this push button cap onto the bottom of the Arduino. That way everything's standing on the push button itself. And then I'll rewire everything so it's out of the way. Well, this has taken longer than I expected. But everything's together, and it works. Just see if I can... And open and shut. It's not done. I still got to add a base and somewhere to mount the power supply. And you might notice I had to cut a hole here, so I'll put something over that so the milk won't be dripping onto it. But then it should be ready to go. It is finally done. I just used a piece of cardboard I had laying around for the base. It's one of those nights. And I managed just to trap the battery underneath the little shield here. So I think the insulation on the cord itself should be enough. I don't think the milk's going to damage it that much. Should be more worried about the cardboard, but it'll hold up. And I added this zip tie here, because you know, the rules. If you don't get that, check out my last video. Here. Alright, let's try this out. Yeah, look, it worked. And now you can pour your milk in. Oh. What's this? You never got a toy in a cereal box? Oh, you're mad about this? Come on, they poured milk in first. You think they're really going to notice this in the bowl? You wouldn't be mad if I would have put it underneath the shield. It'll be fine. Nobody will see it. Now, it's getting pretty late, so in the morning I'll see if I can get that soggy cereal boy to make a bowl of cereal using this. We'll see if he ever offers to make me a bowl of cereal and then pour the milk in first again.
One bowl of cereal coming up. What the heck?
I bet you'll never pour the milk in first again.
I'll just get a different bowl.
Thank you for watching. I got a ton more stuff coming, so don't forget to subscribe. You're not going to want to miss it. So I'll catch you next time. Take care.